ready now. Get ready now.
Let's cut the rug, little jive and jitterbug. We want the best, we won't settle for less. Don't be a drag, participate. Clamps on the half shell.
Big breath. Here we go.
Roller skates. Good time. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the
Good time.
good times.
Squeeze those butt cheeks, baby.
These are the good times.
Get those butt cheeks going.
Are you staying awake?
Oh,
These are the good times.
www.thepowerofvoices.com. Jesse T Show on there and everywhere, live at 5, straight to the point. It's a half and half day. Whoa! Halfway through the week, it's Wednesday in Southern California. From the community to the world, it's good to have you along. It's the Brown Beauty back on duty, sharing some good times with you, my friends, right here at 424-227-9461. It's good to have you on our wild and wacky Wednesday. That's right, we call it the half and half day. We're halfway through the week. We did some work on Monday and Tuesday. We got some work ahead on Thursday and Friday. But this is like living in Mexico. It's siesta time. That's right, we're in siesta time. We call it Wednesday, the wacky, wild, wacky, wet Wednesday. We should have like a wet t-shirt contest here, wetting me down. Oh, no, that probably wouldn't go too well. But, you know, it is hot out here in Southern California today. It is really hot. It's 100 degrees out in the deserts, at the beaches. I mean, it's blazing. It's like 70 degrees. It's blue skies and beautiful blue Pacific water along the coast of California and Los Angeles. I mean, we're suffering. We're really suffering here. It's terrible. It's unbelievable how much we suffer with the weather in Southern California. Oh, am I making you a little bit jealous? You like that? Thank you very much. Bada bing, bada boom. That's right. You know, in vaudeville, all those kind of Foley sounds came out of the vaudeville sound effects stage. And one of the things in vaudeville is what you never wanted to do was follow the animal act. If you were the next act on board, the animal act, if you followed the animal act, well, I think the next day you were probably off the stage. But you also didn't want to follow the little people because they always had a little people act. You never wanted to follow them, and you never wanted to follow kids. Any kind of kids, 12, 10, 9 years old, babies. If you followed any one of those three groups, your time was up in vaudeville. So, thank goodness vaudeville wasn't there because I know I'd be following the animal act, the baby act, and the little people act. Whew. I tell you, I get no respect at all. Take my wife, please. Oh, yeah, but she's home from Colorado. Uh-oh. Yeah. I slinkered around into the house very late last night because I think she was listening to me when I was doing the 3D printing, I said 3D print a new wife, I did sleep in my car till 7:30 in the morning out in front of the garage. That's right. There was no lie about that. And I swear to God, I thought I heard a rooster, and the chicken was not being choked. Thank you very much. Yes, all right. Craig Powers is on with us. It was terrible, man. You don't understand living in the high desert how big them crickets are. Them crickets are so big. Them crickets are so big that you be crackling on a cricket sound. Be freaking out, man. The great ghost was trembling. That's right. Bernard L. Eatman, thanks for having us on. We're on FacebookLive.com. That's right, at Jesse Terrero. And we are also streaming and broadcasting and doing all that digital network fancy stuff at www.thepowerofvoices.com. Yes. Yes. We are everywhere. on the air and everywhere, from the community to the world. Good to have you along. You can also check us out right here at AVTV Live and our digital broadcasting network on Facebook, on Livestream, on Periscope, on Instagram Live, Snapchat, and here at www.thepowerofvoices.com. Please follow us every day and follow us when we're not here. We're archiving everything for your enjoyment later on in the evening or the morning or whenever you're enjoying us. Enjoy us. Yes. Okay, I just had a moment of enjoyment. Thank you very much. Yes, all right. So we're on the air, we're everywhere, we're on radio, we're on TV, we're on the digital network. We just want to make it easy for you to find us. It's halfway through the week. We call it the half and half day. Here, it's a wacky, wild, wonderful Wednesday in Southern California. We got a lot of things to talk about. Normally what we do, and we're going to do that today, we're going to hit the headlines, kind of check out what's happening on Yahoo Headlines and the Inquirer and the New York Post, because the difference between the Inquirer and the New York Post is basically nothing. They're about the same. If you've never seen the New York Post, you'll understand. If you ever pick up a New York Post, it's like reading the Inquirer with a little more legitimate journalism sprinkled in there just to make you think it's a real newspaper. There aren't many newspapers left in the world or in America to read, but the New York Post is one of them. There's 3 or 4 that are kind of fun to look at. You can catch all that online, too, if you'd like to as well. But we're going to be going over some of those headlines. But first, of course, yesterday was in California. It was a California elections. And we got a runoff here in a couple of assembly races. One for sure, we've got Patty Lopez and Raul Bocanegra out there in the San Fernando Valley running off. And the reason why they run off is because in order to not have a runoff, you have to have 51% or greater. If you have 50.56%, it's not going to work. You got to have 51% or greater. So someone might have 31% and somebody might have 29%, then they're going to run off. I mean, that's just the way it is. So that's why politics here in California can be very expensive. I mean, for the race of assembly, generally here in the city of Los Angeles, you're looking at having to have a nest egg of somewhere between $600,000 and $1.5 million to run. For city council, you best put together, because you know you're going to get hit with a runoff, between $300,000 and $600,000 to put together. Of course, your campaign manager is going to take a third of that, and your campaign funder and your campaign treasurer are going to all get paid. They have to. And you'll have some money left over for signs and that stuff. So that's why it's so expensive to run here in California, the city and the county of Los Angeles. But Trump did win, and Clinton did win, and Bernie Sanders is still going. Boy, Bernie Sanders, I know we can win. Don't underestimate us. Where's the bathtub?
That's my dick. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Bernie is still there. He's still burning the burn.
Go to the moon.
But I don't think the burn is burning too much for him. It's unfortunate, though. You know, he had a lot of good things, brought a lot of energy, but he's a socialist, guys. Let's face it. He's a socialist. And a socialist is just not going to make it in this country. Now, maybe if he wasn't a socialist and he was more of a Democrat, but no socialism, he probably may have had a fighting chance and we wouldn't have to be dealing with the lying machine. Oh, did I say the lying machine? Oh, did I say Miss Liar Pants? Oh, liar, liar, your pants are on fire? You're the lady that can lie? In fact, there should be a song written about Hillary Clinton. And, you know, the lady in red, we should call it the lady in lie. The lady in lie. And have Christopher Cross sing that one. Because he did the lady in red, didn't he? Yeah, it was Christopher Cross. That's right. That was those melodramatic days of the 1980s. Now, I never understood why music of the 1980s became so melodramatic across America. What happened? Anyhow, that's another topic for another day. But anyhow, Hillary Clinton won, and the great orator who's going to go down in the historical records as one of the greatest orators in the world. Yes, Donald Trump. He and his oratory is unbelievable. The stuff that comes out of his mouth, you just never know. was going to come from the Trumpster. And, you know, as much as Hillary is a liar, I think that the Trumpster is a storyteller in a lot of ways. He tells a good story. But they both are tapping in, especially Bernie and Trump. They tap into that anger that's in our society today. Tired of the inside beltway, behind closed doors, corporate government aristocracy, that they are they and we are we. You know, I think they're tired of that. So that's, of course, that's what's been pushing all of this. But now we're down to two. And the two are going to be Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Who are you going to vote for? Are you going to cross party lines? Because in the presidential election, it doesn't matter what you are, Democrat or Republican, you can vote any way you want. And, you know, who's going to get most of the votes? I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be a great show.
Dog shit, man.
I predict that they're going to have more, millions upon millions and tens of millions of viewers. And the ratings, wherever they go, are just going to be astronomical. You know, I should stand out in the street at a Hillary Clinton rally and at a Donald Trump rally and just sell T-shirts. I think that would be a good business. In fact, what we should do is we should take the Jesse T show on the road. The Live at 5 show. And get straight on the point and sell T-shirts. That would be great. You know, we could have a T-shirt that just turns inside and out. One day it's Donald Trump, and you turn it inside and out, and the next day it's Hillary Clinton.
Am I driving okay?
I think that would be fantastic to have something like that. We could make lots of money. Maybe we can have a flipperoo hat. You know, one day you flip it here, and it's, you know, we can make America great. And the next day you flip it there, and it's Hillary Clinton. And whatever her slogan is going to be. She's had a multiple of slogans lately. I think we got ways for making money right here. I like that idea. Anyhow, also, who won? Tony Cardenas. He was a congressman in the San Fernando Valley. He won. And a lot of other people won around the state and around the cities and counties. 51, that was the one that if, I believe, government employees and municipal employees get suspended, they don't get all of their money and they don't get all of their benefits, just like everybody else. I think that's fair. A lot of things transpired. In fact, there was a senator here in the state of California who won, who is she's anti-death penalty. And she's trying to get one of these guys who killed a lovely lady waiting at Der Wiener Schnitzel to get a hot dog and a Coke. Guy walked up and shot her like 5 times in the face. And now he's been acting crazy on death row for the last 10 years, you know, bathing in his own urine and rubbing his feces all over everywhere. That's what they do on death row, from what I understand now. That's like the big thing. The big thing on death row in the state of California is that most of these death row inmates, they try to make you think that they're crazy. And so the way in which they think they can make you crazy is they go poo, and then they roll around in it in their cell, and then they urine all over everywhere and bathe in their own urine. Isn't that amazing? And they do that for days and days and days on end. Can you imagine having to go in that place and open the door? Oh, boy. Hey, holy. I mean, my goodness. But that's the big trend. If you can show that you're crazy on death row, you might not have to face what you're about to face. And that's the end of your life for taking somebody else's life. Of course, we haven't done too much of that lately here in California. We haven't, executed anybody in a while. I think we should have Execute Day. Yeah, it would be like going to 31 Flavors and picking your favorite ice cream. You see, it used to be, guys, when we went to 31 Flavors, you had to pick one of those numbers in those rolling machines where you click off a number 12, number 13, 14, right? Because there were so many people at 31 Flavors. So you'd pick a number, and they'd call your number. And I think we should, pick a number and have Rolling Execution Day here in the state of California. I'm totally pro-death penalty, as you can see. No. Are you really? Yes, I am. I think we should do that.
Can I see your license, sir?
That way, then we could have
license. Where's your
our pick.
It's on the bumper,
We could go on the
man, like that.
website
No,
and
I
create
need
a
your
web
driver's
page
license.
that had all the death row inmates and all the things that got them there to death row. We could have their cases right up online there, and then we can see the people that they killed and how they took their life and what happened to them and how they destroyed these human beings.
Sir, what is your name?
Yeah, that way then we could kind of pick,
What's your name?
and we could have like a lottery, like a California lottery for death row.
Isn't it on
Right,
there
and
on
we
the
can have a
license?
California lottery that,
that's
you know,
that
this
Pedro de
guy
Paca,
gets
that's
so
my
many
name.
votes, that girl gets so many votes, and
wait
that's
here
the
a
one
minute.
we off every Wednesday. I think that sounds a little more sane than what we're doing now. We sure waste a lot of money in 25 years of appeals. But then, you know, you would know that I was pro-death penalty, would you? David Hall's on the line here. Thanks, David Hall. What a great rock blues guitarist he is. You've heard his music before. We played it here on the Jesse T Show, and he's just fantastic. And we'll have to get some of his music up again because he's got a song called Standing 8 Count that is absolutely just wonderful. You got to go check it out online. David Hall and Standing 8 Count. And saying hi to Craig Powers and Bernard Eaton and Chris Salem and everybody who's checking in at www.thepowerofvoices.com. It's the Jesse T Show. So let's kind of, that's kind of all I really wanted to say about that stuff today. I didn't want to get too hot and heavy. I want to kind of go and see what's going on in the headlines today. So let's start with Yahoo. I like Yahoo headlines because they're kind of easy and simple to find. And, you know, they don't say much, but they say just enough. So we're going to read some headlines and see kind of what happened. Let's see. A Hulk Hogan spills beans. What does that mean? Oh, we got to go into this story a little bit. Hulk Hogan spilling beans. Here we go. According to ESPN, Hulk Hogan reveals the shocking truth about how WWE superstars are able to put on muscle and get shredded fast.
Help yourself.
Oh, some of the trade secrets, some of the
Hey, man, that's
some of
pee.
the extra stuff they take
What are you doing with pee?
That's for my
that can't
probation
be
officer,
found
man.
by the
Does
test.
he drink pee?
That's
Nah,
interesting.
man, last week I was supposed to bring some
The
in,
heroes who
Yeah.
helped
and I forgot to wash
apprehend
out the jar first.
Brock Turner.
So they see
convicted
all
of
the
assault.
mayonnaise floating around in there, and
They
they think
speak
I'm on
out.
some kind of weird
They say
drug
it was
again.
really horrible.
Right.
What
I'm
would
really
you
gonna fuck with
do
his mind this
if you
time,
were
man.
walking
Well, what'd you do?
or riding
I had
your
my
bike
sister pee in it.
past
Yeah, she's
a
pregnant,
waste
man.
management trash can, and behind the
Did you get the
trash
weed?
can,
No, she's on
there's
it.
a woman who's
So they're
unconscious
just waiting
on the
some
ground
from
with her
Colombia.
clothes off,
Hey, watch the bumps,
and there's
man.
some guy,
Watch the bumps.
Oh, that bump
you know,
there?
doing
Yeah,
the
well,
mamma
yeah,
jamma
Spill
with
it
her.
all over if I hit it real
The
hard.
whamma whamma. He's up on top of her, you know, doing whatever
Oh,
he
I'm
wants
so
to do
very
because she's
sorry.
unconscious.
Hey, man,
And you
it's
later
all over
find
my
out that she was
clothes.
drunk.
Hey, watch while you're
And she was really
driving, man.
unconscious.
Where's my car? Do the twist.
What would you do if you were the one that was driving or walking by? Would you stop?
Come on.
You know, I think that nobody
Come
would
on,
stop here in
man. Hey,
California.
come on, spilling it, man.
I know that was up in Stanford, but that part of California is not California. That part of California has a little
smell
more
like
sanity,
pee,
I
man.
think, than Southern
Hey,
California.
hey, man, look.
But you know, it never ceases to amaze me the things I see driving down the street that are happening to people, and people just drive on by, sort of like that Dionne Warwick song.
What
Walk
does it look
on
like?
by, walk on by.
smells like
With Burt
Coke,
Bacharach. Ooh, I love Dion and Burt Bacharach when they were together.
Give me some.
They had hit after
I can't.
hit
That's
after
gotta
hit
last me.
after hit.
Hey, man, come
What
on,
would you
give
do?
me a hit, man.
Would you stop in? Would you
I'd
get
like
off your
to,
bike?
man, but
Would you run
I
over
don't
to
want to
help
be
this woman?
responsible for turning you into a
Would
drug
you
addict.
think, oh, I'm going to get shot?
Into a drug
Or,
addict? Come on, man,
oh,
give me a little hit.
I'm-
It's just
this is
bad
gonna
for you,
happen.
man. Don't you read that, man?
Let me ask you this.
Come on.
It's gonna give
Apparently
you a
now,
brain damage, man.
this
Come on,
woman,
man, just give me a little
and
bit,
correct
man,
me if
come
I'm
on.
wrong,
Hey, come
the
on,
man,
please.
I saw the story, of
come
course, the
on.
man who sexually assaulted
That's
this
all I
woman and
got,
was found
man.
guilty.
I could
He's
get
a
laid
white
with
man.
this,
I was going to go off and say it.
Okay, I don't want
The
it.
white boy.
huh? Good.
He's
Hey,
a
man,
white
give me
boy.
some chicken shit,
Right?
man. Give me some.
But let me ask you
Come
this.
on, man.
No.
Just let
What
me
if he
smell
was
it
an
then.
African American man and you
Come on,
saw
just
him
let me-
doing
let me-
this
let
to
me
a
go
woman?
like this
Okay,
for-
you can
What if he
just
was
smell
a
it.
Just go
Mexican
Just smell it.
man.
That's all.
All right.
and you
You
saw him
promise you
doing
won't
this to a
take
woman?
any?
And you were a white boy
boy
on your bicycle. Would you stop?
Give me some. Let's go.
Interesting
man.
question to pose, huh? You know, it's interesting when people do stop because what they're doing is they're putting their lives in jeopardy. They're saying, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
I gotta stop and help. This is not right. And
Hey,
I'm glad
don't
they
drink
did,
that, man.
because that woman was terribly injured.
Oh shit, I'm
And psychologically, she's going to be
Hey,
injured
wipe
for
the
the
road,
rest of her
man.
life. She's probably going to have issues that we can't even comprehend.
Wrong, man.
It's sort of like a warrior that comes back from the tragedies of war. Post-traumatic syndrome. And she's probably going to have that. So one of the two Stanford graduate students who intervened after finding Brock Turner, the undergrad, sexually assaulting an unconscious woman. What do you get off on that? Is that a Bill Cosby thing? Is that like, let's drop some lewds, man? In the 70s when I was growing up, cats were doing Quaaludes. Dropping Quaaludes in people's drinks. It was like the sex pill, right? The Quaaludes. Now, heck, Quaaludes were for tranquilizers for elephants. Did you know that? That was part of that. That was a derivative from the stuff they used to create PCP. What would you do? Where do you get off on that? I'll tell you, if I was that guy's father, I don't care. Vengeance is my own. So Peter Johansson and Carl Arndt, I hope I say the guy's name right, both from Sweden. Hey, that makes sense. They don't have that American ideology, hey, just walk on by, right?
I made a mess.
They don't have that ideology.
Where have you been all my
They
life?
look at things from a little different point of view.
It's not.
They jump off their bicycles and help this 23-year-old woman behind a dumpster. A dumpster. A waste management type dumpster. Are you kidding me? Man, that's just from a headline. Hey, right on to these two guys. They are heroes. These two men. These two young men should be railed as heroes. And that guy getting 6 months. Please.
Oh, is that great?
6 months. He'll probably get out on good behavior after 3 months. Guaranteed. Prop 47, state of California. They don't want to fill their jails. We need to recall that Prop 47. We got to get behind getting that off the books. They duped you, Californians, into Prop 47. How that put his criminals back on the street. And cats like this get 6 months and let go in 3 months. Come on. And at least give him 3 months in LA County jail, please. Not up there in Stanford or Marin County or wherever the county is. Please, just put him in LA County. Put that white boy in LA County. Please. Let him have his time. Let's see how he shapes up. Let's see if we find him behind the dumpster out cold. Thank you very much. They had another bomb attack in Istanbul, Turkey. Another deadly car bomb attack. My daughter's flying on vacation. And she's going to Costa Rica and Belize, and then she's going to France. It's driving me crazy. I said, what are you going to France for? Why do you want to go to Europe? What's wrong with you? She said, well, she played soccer. She's a professional soccer player, right? Goalkeeper. She played soccer in Switzerland, France, Germany, all around Europe, right? And she goes, well, I've been there 3-4 years. Yes, that's true. But I said, you haven't been back there in about a year and a half. It's a different Europe. Especially when you're going into France. I mean, come on. The French, they're having so many problems now. With all that illegal immigration, that onslaught of horde of people just crashing the borders. You talk about crashing a party. And these cats were crashing the party. Wow. That's why he's going there. Anyhow, they had another deadly car bomb in Istanbul. Wow. Hillary Clinton wore a $12,495 Giorgio Armani jacket. Wait a second.
I got stopped by the cops, man. I don't have a driver's license.
Get my mind around this. I'm trying to make this Wednesday a little lighter. I really do. I really do. But I'm just reading the headline. Wait a second. I just bought a brand new car because my car had to, went on kaputs, right? I had to get rid of it. The engine blew up, right? So I buy a car that's a couple years old, but brand new. I buy this Grey Ghost, a little like 40 mile per gallon car. It's a Grey Ghost. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a Grey Ghost. But it's a little compact car, economy car, because I'm traveling.
What do you guys want?
Right? That car brand new is about $10,000. Right? Brand new. Tax and license out the door, $11,000. It's a little car. That's what it's made for. It's made for gas mileage. All right. It's not a hybrid or anything like that. It's just a little four-banger. All right? Cool. Get 40 miles a gallon pretty near. All right? So, now, check it out. She's wearing a jacket. It costs more than my car. You know what I want to do? I want to get in that jacket and drive it.
Have a nice day.
I want to put my body and I want to drive that jacket. I want Clint Hillary to be in the back seat while I'm driving her jacket.
Squashing my nuts.
I can put my hands in the left and the right, and I could like turn that jacket all around. That's what I want to do. That would be kind of cool. Her jacket costs more than my car.
That white jacket that she had on?
That white jacket's a Giorgio Armani jacket, man.
Well, Giorgio needs to get slapped, because that was one butt-ugly jacket.
It was 12,000 dollars worth of butt ugly. That's a $12,000 butt ugly jacket.
Straight up.
It didn't even look like it fit her. But at least she doesn't look like Bernie. Every time he gets going, his jacket rises on his back like he's got a hunchback from Notre Dame. All of a sudden, Bernie goes like the jacket is and then the jacket comes up above his head.
Give Bernie a break.
Like, we're gonna do it. We're going to the convention. That's right. Yeah, we're going to the convention, and we have a chance to win. We do. We do. Well, now we have to do good in Washington, D.C. We got to win D.C. We have a chance. I wonder if his jacket costs $12,000.
No, he's a little delusional in terms of winning anything at this point. But, it was fun to watch.
Delusional.
Can I hold him, man?
Come on, leave Bernie. Uncle Bernie.
Delusional.
Bernie. Come on, cut him a little slack.
Man, they got to start feeding him applesauce and cottage cheese over in the corner. With you know what I'm saying? With a straw and a milkshake.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, come on. Really?
That's $5 a piece. I dropped 6 of them.
Grandpa Bernie. He's trying. He's giving hope to the young folks to never give up. No quit. Don't quit. Keep on.
I don't have money, man.
Well, I'll tell you something. If the young folks are acting like that,
I accidentally
right?
took him, man.
And they're looking at Bernie. I mean, come on, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guys.
Yeah.
They don't know any better.
No.
10 years ago they were 14.
Yeah.
So, 10 years ago, Bernie had been in Congress or the Senate for 25 years. He never got anything done. He tried.
Yeah, but you're missing the true value of what Bernie brought to the table.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The entertainment. See, you're missing the entertainment that he brought.
Well, they did have to offset the witch. The witch, right? The Biat! The witch.
Well,
you know what she reminded me of?
What?
In the movie Wizard of Oz, the original one?
Yeah.
With Judy Garland?
Yeah.
Right? When she's at her farm and the tornado first takes her up.
Yep.
And the old school teacher mom, the school mom, is on the bicycle and the music is and then she gets on the broom and turns into the Wicked Witch.
Right. And then the house came down
on top of her, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what she reminded me of.
Do you think that's Hillary?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what I think.
That's pretty dismal.
And then you got Trump on the other side. But let's talk about Paul Ryan. He's in the headlines today. Paul Ryan, I think that Paul Ryan is playing right into Donald Trump's master plan. He's just kind of fall hook, line, and sinker into it. He's trying not to, but he's just falling into it, He has some very poignant things to say about Donald Trump.
Yeah, what did he say?
But Paul Ryan is just kind of. I think he's over his game. I think he's like in an area that he wasn't ready to be in. He's a political guy, insider all the way.
Right.
Follow the political bureaucratic rules. And Donald Trump has taken him totally out of his game, and he doesn't know how to put himself back into it and yet not be accused of this or that.
So you think maybe Donald pulled a rope-a-dope?
I think Donald pulled a major rope-a-dope. You know, and you know Ernie Fitch, you know the great boxing trainer.
Right.
You know who Donald Trump's Ernie Fitch is? Newt Gingrich. The new Vice President Newt Gingrich.
He hasn't left the country or the world yet. He's still around.
He's still around.
That's
He's
too
on
bad.
a second marriage. Okay, so Paul
There's
Ryan.
somebody for everybody.
Yeah, there certainly is, and Newt Gingrich. Actually, he would probably be a good vice president because he's a smart guy about American history.
Well, maybe a history teacher might be better. We don't need any more of those old, rusty, rehashed guys from back in the day.
Well, I think Palin would be great.
That would be great entertainment.
Why not? That's all it's turned into.
Yeah.
It's just an entertainment channel.
So the presidency has turned into a reality show.
Yes. Just like
Shame.
Richard Simmons. Did you know that Richard Simmons now is a woman?
No.
Yeah. Exercise guru Richard Simmons has decided to become a woman. And there's a photo of him online now. They're just starting to release photos of Richard Simmons as a woman. He hasn't been seen in the public for nearly 3 years.
Wow.
And
so
they-
he's
they-
made the trans.
They say he's gone through the sex change
Wow.
and has been hiding in his mansion in the Hollywood Hills. And the report just comes after, you know, Simmons insists he's just dehydrated, but you know, he has always had bizarre behavior. But everybody is saying that now he's become a woman, and his actual name is being changed or is about to be legally changed to something like Thiermalis or something like that. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Richard Simmons as
So
a
there are
woman.
pictures of him in his new.
They're kind of
Light.
releasing some pictures right now. But he definitely is transitioning into a woman. And it seems to be that, I guess, most 67-year-old men, like Bruce Jenner and Richard Simmons, want to become women. Wait, how old are you, Lee?
No, don't even put me in the same conversation.
You sure?
Yeah, Richard Simmons is 67.
He wants to be called Fiona.
Tiona?
Fiona.
Theo.
Fiona. F-I-O-N-A. Fiona. 3354. There was a photo
Well, he's
published.
going to make one butt ugly woman. That's all I got to say.
I wonder if he's going to get rid of his furry back.
Yeah, right. He is.
He's
yeah.
a furry guy. Hey, no, actually, he could be called Fiona the Furry One. In fact, we got a new business.
I saw that one
It's called-
coming.
we got a circus act to go on the road. Fiona the Fairy One, or Fiona the
right
Furry
up.
One.
And then have Donald Trump as the carnival barker to
Oh,
introduce
absolutely.
it, right?
Right in the ring.
I'm feeling that.
You feeling that?
Yeah.
Right?
Ringley Brothers presents.
Fiona the Furry One.
And your carnival barker,
Donald Trump.
live in the center ring. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. It's got a little je ne sais quoi.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the night in the center ring, we present you fright, fear, and fantasy. Let the lights go down low. In the woods comes the Clinton monster. But don't worry. The Fiona Furman strikes him.
Mr. Cheech.
I think we got something going on.
Mr. Cheech.
Oh, he's in there, man.
I don't know.
I think we're gonna see Fiona and Jenna out at the time together. Yes. So Dolly Parton has had a perfect response to the transgender bathroom bill. And I thought this was interesting because, you know, everybody loves Big Dolly. Dolly can sing. She had hit after hit after hit. We had a hit record with Clive Davis over at Aerosmith in the early 90s, right? And he opted to go not with the option of our second album.
Still bullshit.
And of course, she's a musical goddess.
What can you do, man?
And she has just been around for so long.
Just be cool, man.
I'm cool.
She's
You
very
be cool.
tiny woman.
I'm cool. You just be
She's only
cool.
like, 5'2",
Yeah.
something like that.
100
Don't
pounds.
look at the dude.
Very tiny. Always has been.
Yeah.
And always been fit.
Yeah.
You know.
Just
I met her
just act real
twice.
cool.
Just act like you're a guy.
Like an NAB convention.
Just be cool.
She
Walk
said,
by this place,
she said here, if I can find this quote, to CNN Money, they posted this last Friday. She said, according to North Carolina's House Bill 2, which requires transgender people to use bathrooms that correspond with their biological sex rather than the gender with which they identify,
Hey, how you doing?
Dolly was totally on point with that answer. So she said that she agreed with the fact that transgender people should go with their biological sex, not what they want to identify with. I think that makes sense. You know, I don't want a man who really wants to be identified as a woman to go into a bathroom where my young daughter or granddaughter is. I just don't want that.
Is that enough?
You know, and that makes good sense. I like that. I've been figuring out. I've been trying to figure out how to deal with that.
Hey, don't spill it,
And
man.
I like that. Yeah, Dolly's got it right. on me. Yeah, I like that. Dolly did good
Spill it
job.
all over me.
Very good. All right. Well, you know, since we're talking about women, and we're talking about transgender, and we're talking about
He's looking, man.
Well, he's not looking.
boys and girls and having a good time,
Killing my
I
hair.
think we should play a Beach Boys song. Like, you know,
Hey, man, you
what Beach Boys song you got up
Don't
here?
worry.
Eh?
Hey, man, just be cool.
Because there's nothing
Stop
better.
being cool,
You're
man.
talking about girls.
Get all over the place. Look at that.
Oh, here it comes.
Early in the morning when we start running out. Some money will be coming along.
Where's the bathroom?
We're loading up our woody with their boards inside and heading out singing our song.
Which one do I use?
Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how to come on a safari with me.
It's Fiona!
Huntington and Malibu, they're shooting the pier.
The first
Here
one.
comes the rockin' the bell. We're going on safari to the island. They say you so if you come and get ready to go.
Here comes Jenna.
Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how to come on a safari with me.
Oh, you gotta have the bathroom.
They're angling in Laguna and Cerro Sul. They're kicking out in Doheny too. I tell you, surfing's running wild, it's getting Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how to
Hey man, I just love Jenna out there in the Fiona one. That was great seeing them on that surfboard as we do surfing safari, looking for a bathroom.
I can't imagine.
Oh, I certainly can. My goodness, what's the world coming to in Los Angeles and Southern California, where you just don't know what is anymore. Well, you know, look, we are having a beautiful day here on our halfway day through the week. We just kind of kick it up and throw the dust up in the air on the Wednesday show at 424-227-9461. It's www.thepowerofvoices.com. And we just kind of look at the headlines and kind of extrapolate from that, see what we can come up with that's interesting, and put a little twist to it if we can. And, of course, thanking Lee Michaels controlling all the technical stuff and jumping in when feels like jumping in, that's all right. I love it when he does because, he's got some pretty important things to say. Yeah, he does. You ought to listen to him every day from 10 to 12 right here on www.thepowervoices.com. He's on every day, 5 days a week, talking up the political storm, kind of laying it down like it is. This is Jesse Shapiro. Let's see if we can remember the attorneys. There was Shapiro. There was Effley Bailey. There was
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran. He had a team of about 6. Shapiro, Bailey, Cochran. He had Barry Scheck from New York.
Yeah.
He had Scheck from New York.
Yeah.
He had. There were 2 other really high stellar attorneys at the time. I can't. They were assist.
The cowboy.
What was his name? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, from Wyoming.
The guy from Wyoming.
Yeah.
He did one piece of the trial.
What's his name?
But anyhow, he had the golden team of attorneys. And I understood it cost him about $60 million to get that trial and pay for that trial. Anyhow, these 2 people got their heads lopped off. Nicole Brown and her friend Ronald Goldman. And a lot of people blamed O.J. Simpson for that. But Marcia Clark, and it was Garcetti's father, the mayor of Los Angeles, Gil Garcetti, who was the district attorney here in Los Angeles, who could not prosecute correctly O.J. Simpson, and they lost the battle right there. I think they lost the battle when they went from O.J.'s hand. If it don't fit, you got to acquit. And he won. He got off. That was the first big trial that they broadcasted 24/7 on TV too. Let me see. The judge was. Who was the judge?
The Asian guy.
Yeah, the guy who had the Toshiba computer. And everybody talked about his cool new computer, the Toshiba computer. Remember the Toshiba? I'll get to it. But he was like a superstar. Anyhow, according to Marcia Clark, an exclusive interview with People magazine, she says that she was thrown for a loop when she saw rare footage of a younger Simpson at his affable, engaging best, what she terms the best act I've ever seen. The footage came from the highly anticipated ESPN documentary O.J. Made in America. You saw that, drawn from more than 70 interviews with Simpson's friends and colleagues, as well as key figures in the so-called trial of the century. Peabody and Emmy Award-winning director Ezra Edelman, she's really great too. This person's really great, or he's really great. Tells the story of the NFL star's rise to fame and his steep fall to where he is today. Clark tells People that when she watched the documentary, what was not a revelation to her was the racial divide and the way in which the minority community viewed law enforcement and the criminal justice system with distrust. That was something I faced every day in downtown criminal courts for 10 years before Simpson came along, she said. But she also adds what was news to me and blew my mind, and this is interesting, in the documentary was the footage of Simpson during his football career and sportscasting career showing how affable, how charming, generous, and self-effacing he was. This was the best act I've ever seen. No one, I think, realized what a good actor he really was because everybody else who talked about how he acted when he was not on camera said that was not the guy that they saw in real life. So Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing. That's what she claims. And he was not a very good guy, according to her in all her interviews. They said he was conscientious, only about himself, nothing like what you saw on camera, nothing. And he was not the naked gun in the Hertz commercials. He was something completely different. So she's gone on record saying, actually, O.J. Simpson was like Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. And that facade kept up for years until he got popped in Vegas for that stuff. And that judge said about O.J. Simpson when she was reading the verdict or reading the sentencing, she said, you're either ignorant or you're egocentric. It's one of the two. But in reviewing your case, I think you're both. And that's what she had said in her trial, the judge, before she gave her judgment.
Don't walk
But,
away from
so
me when
that's
I'm
an interesting
talking to
slant
you.
from Marshall Clark. I worked
You
out
get
with
a
Marshall Clark at a gym in
goddamn
Burbank.
job before sundown.
And when the trial was going on, that's when I was in law school. I told you the story at KGLH with our friend over there who always used to have me on to be the devil's advocate. The opposite, right?
Carl Nelson.
Yeah, Carl Nelson, our guy. He's just a great announcer.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so what took place? I asked her. I said, "You know, you're going to lose." That's what I told. Yeah, I told Marshall Clark. I said, Marshall.
That's
She worked out with you. You know, she was just another person at the gym working out. Right? No big deal. And I said, you know, you're going to lose this case. That's O.J. Simpson. You're going to lose this case. And she says, well, we have a lot of compelling evidence, and we have a lot of stuff. And they didn't have a lot of that evidence in the trial. And she said, oh, well, we're going to do just fine with it. We're going to have more than we need. And I said, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose it. Don't you understand?
Going up against the Juice.
Come on. Don't you understand what just happened?
You think it was that simple?
When Garcetti allowed it to go from Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills, Brentwood area court system where he was actually arraigned.
Right. His neighborhood.
Yeah, his neighborhood. Yeah. When they let it go to LA Superior Court, and then they said they weren't going to do the race car. Kaufman was saying, no, we're not going to do the race car. Because everybody was saying, the news media was saying, well, you know, the makeup of the jurists, the pool of the jurists in Brentwood, Beverly Hills, in West LA is vastly different than the pool of jurists that you have in LA County Superior downtown.
Exactly.
And so everybody kind of put one and one together. And everybody knew that it went down there at Cochran, even though the whole team was saying, no, we're never going to play the race car, we're never going to do the race car, we're never going to do the race car. He didn't have to.
Right.
Just by making that shift in the jurists that they were able to pull from.
Got to know that
More diverse in that respect because the pool in that part of the country was arranged basically all Jewish and white, Anglo, Caucasian, and not as many minorities at the time. And if you notice, the jurists of that trial were mostly minorities. There were a lot of African Americans, a lot of Mexican Americans. I believe there was a few Asian Americans or a few Caucasian people. But it was a much different kind of pool that they could pick from. Yeah, and
the judge, Lance Allen.
Yeah, Ito with the Toshiba. Ito with the Toshiba. And I wanted one of those. I think he did more for the Toshiba company than any one person. Everybody bought those. Yeah, I never got one, but I should want one. So the influences there. Everybody knew that he would get off. And I told her, I said, Marcia, because she got the case then. Dearden and her got the case. And I never understood why Garcetti didn't try. He should have tried it. Now,
that's a good point.
Yeah, he's a district attorney. Those tight cases like that.
Usually the big guy steps in.
The big honcho steps in. Especially when you're talking about the Jews and O.J. Simpson. And you talk about that kind of media coverage. You go to the big balls, right? So he didn't step in and take the case. He gave it to his number one gal and number one guy. And they had a great winning record. But nevertheless, there's no way that you go against that powerhouse.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to be in this. If I was the top guy, I'd say like...
Yeah, well, that's what he did.
Because if you lose...
your political career is over.
Yeah, you get the point.
And he had aspirations of running for governor or mayor or some other aspirations after the DA. But his son, of course, became mayor of Los Angeles.
Right.
Eric Garcetti.
Yeah.
And as well, his So, in that respect, it was a good move for him, but I thought it was a bad move for fighting his side of the argument of the trial. And that's kind of what Marshall Clark said, that O.J. was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type of character. And but who isn't?
I don't know, man. I think you probably see 4 or 5 personalities out of me if you got me locked up on those kind of charges. I'm not sure I would be a nice guy talking to the prosecutor. You know?
Yeah.
That's got to be crazy. You know?
There was one time that I got myself in a little bit of a pickle, right?
Yeah.
And I had to sit in the Burbank
Was that
jail.
a dill pickle or sweet pickle? Or... I'm just, you know.
A prickly pickle.
Prickly pickle. Okay. That's a good answer.
You like that answer?
Yeah, that's good.
A prickly pickle. So I'm sitting there for about a day, right? They didn't book me or anything. They didn't take my picture or anything, right?
Right.
But they kept me in the Burbank police jail. Burbank. Yeah, really bad, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What are you laughing for?
Burbank's rough town.
To rough town.
Rough town.
To rough
You don't want
town.
to get locked up in Burbank.
No, man. They gave me some roast beef sandwiches, man. That was rough. Roast beef sandwiches, and I could pick from chocolate milk and orange juice and fruit punch. Yeah, it was tough, man. Real tough.
That's a high-end meal
Hey, buddy.
for jail.
Let me tell you.
You sure?
It wasn't made out of steel. I had a little cloth on that steel. Lay down.
Right?
Yeah. Got my own room, too.
You did.
Got my own room. Didn't
You
have
were
to share
VIP.
it. I certainly was.
Ooh, what's that?
Wow.
She's hitchhiking.
I'm not going to ask what you were arrested for.
I wasn't arrested.
No, you were just detained.
I was detained
Okay.
because I didn't pay for a seatbelt license.
A
seatbelt ticket.
Baby, I'll give
Oh,
you a ride.
seatbelt
Let's go.
ticket.
And it went to warrant.
Bend over. I'll
$30,000.
Are you serious?
Serious as a heartbeat.
No.
Went to warrant. They showed up at my house.
30 grand?
30 grand. My bail was 30
That's
grand.
the only way I can get anybody to stop.
Right?
Yeah.
So I went down to
that's
the
false
police station
advertising that,
when I found out about it on Sunday, right? So
slept in the
I stayed
ditch
overnight.
Last night, man, I almost froze my
You know,
balls on.
When before the judge Monday morning,
Yeah.
and he said,
Man, I wouldn't
Mr.
even
Torero,
have
about the only thing
wow.
that you're
Hey,
a
I
criminal
really
of
like
is
Hard, man.
stupidity.
Stupid.
Wow, did you do this yourself?
I saw that one coming. So what'd you say? You're right, Your Honor.
I said, you're right, Your Honor. I am so stupid, you can't even imagine.
Come on, let's
Right.
Just a minute, man.
Right, I got a wrinkly suit on, right? You know? And I said, can I go home?
I'll be good. I promise.
I promise. Right? And he looked at me with those steel eagle eyes. I used to call them eagle eyes,
Just a
right?
minute, man.
He looked at me and he
I got a
said,
few more things I gotta get.
well,
I'll be right back.
as a friend of the court, the district attorney, as a friend of the court, has decided not to prosecute. But you're so stupid, Mr. Torero.
Let me say again.
I'm going to get some of your stupid money.
Oh.
Okay? All right? And so he got me about $1,000 for my stupid money. Right? And he said, and you're so stupid, Mr. Torero, right, that we're going to put you on this thing called probation. Just to make sure that you get smart. You got to check in with me. I never want to see you in my court again. So I've never been there again.
That's pretty embarrassing. He ripped you right down to the bone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think I would say, why don't you just lock me up for a minute, okay? Can we negotiate here?
I wasn't negotiating.
I'm pretty stupid, so please lock me up for, and then I'll feel better when I come.
Dude, this guy
right here
this
be
guy was.
fine.
Wow.
We're running tough time. He was tough on me. Yeah, that's a tough jail, man.
Well, the message got through.
It did get
didn't
through.
go back again.
No, I never went back
That's
again.
right.
I just never been caught. Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. There it is. All right, so we've had good. And the audio is always perfect there. This is the Jesse T Show. It's halfway through the week. We call it the half and half day, kind of a wacky, weird Wednesday where we just kind of goof around and have some fun. And Lee gets some music on the air for us. and we're gonna get out with something here in just a second. I think we're winding down our time. We should be clocking out here pretty soon. It's close to 6 o'clock. Hey, now tomorrow between 5 and 6, we've got a lightning-packed show for you. We're gonna be getting real hardcore with some interesting subjects, and I want you to participate here at www.thepowervoices.com. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Here comes the song. Man, this is striking back some time here. Yeah, here we go. Reminds me of the disco times, yeah. John Travolta, Saturday Night Live. Oh, change. www.thepowerofvoices.com in the afternoon in Southern California. From the community to the world.
Drums don't mess up.
We have got it for you. The Brown Beauty is on duty.
Welcome,